of this lesson is taking what we did yesterday as well as what we're doing in the first part of this lesson and combining them. So yesterday you had to take that sequence and create a formula. That might be something, say, y equals 3x minus 4. And so today we're going to work on graphing that. So our first step with graphing is going to be to create a table or a t-chart, just like we did in these first problems today. Our second problem is going to be to substitute numbers in for x to solve for y. Third, we will then solve for y and put those values into your table or t-chart, and then finally graph your ordered pairs. So let's use these examples and go ahead and try graphing our first problem. Our first problem here today is y equals 3x minus 6. So step one is going to be to create that ordered pair, that table or t-chart. So the nice part is we get to pick our x's. I usually like to go 0, 1, 2, 3. I know you can't really have a 0 term in a sequence, but it's nice to have that 0 in there because it's a nice number to work with. So when I put in 0 for x, like we had to do in the first lesson way back at the beginning of Unit 2, we take 3 times 0, which is 0, and 0 minus 6 is negative 6. So then I do the same thing again with 1. 3 times 1 is 3, minus 6 is negative 3. So then I go ahead and I do 2 times 3, which is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. So then I finally take 3 times 3, which is 9, minus 6, which is 3. So I've done my first 3 steps, and now I need to graph it. So take put my points, 0, negative 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, negative 3, 2, 0, and 3, 3. So now I've got my dots, and I can go ahead and graph my line. This next one, I want you to go ahead and take this problem of y equals negative 1/2 x plus 5. Go ahead and see if you can create the t-table and graph the problem yourself. Hit play when you are done to check your answer. So I'm once again going to start by picking my x values. So I'm going to once again use 0, 1, 2, 3 because it'll make my life a little bit easier. And in fact, I'm actually going to change that because there's that half in there. I'm going to use even numbers because then I can have nice whole numbers for my problem. So I'm actually going to use 0, 2, 4, 6. So if I put in 0 for x, 1/2 times 0 is 0, plus 5 is 5. So then I go ahead and use 2. Well, 1/2 times 2 over 1, or sorry, negative 1/2 times 2 over 1 is, these will cancel, leaving us with negative 1. Negative 1 plus 5 is 4. And then I can go ahead and do 4. And these will cancel, giving us with negative 1 times 2, which is negative 2 plus 5, which is 3. And finally, I can go ahead and take 6. Put 6 over 1, 2 and 6 both divide by 2. 6 becomes 3, 2 becomes 1. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3, plus 5 is 2. So now I can go ahead and graph this problem. I have 0, 5, 2, 4, 3, 3, sorry, I apologize, that was a mistake on my part, 4, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. So I've got my dots. I can go ahead and connect them to create my line. Your job now is to go ahead and take a look at these two problems, graphing the sequence 1, -4, -9, using the rules and the procedures that we had at the beginning of the lesson, and then graphing y equals 1/3 x minus 2. Bring those problems completed to class tomorrow, as well as your summary written and any questions you may have.